Hi, everyone. Brad Kelly here, bringing you more NFL playoff picks coming on the heels of a 5-1 wild card weekend. You can see that video on my channel. Make sure you hit the button in the upper right-hand corner to subscribe. The divisional round weekend features 4 games. I think they're all great matchups. This is the round where you usually see a lot of high drama and a lot of tightly contested football games. The first game on the weekend is Saturday. It's the Rams against the Packers, traveling to Lambeau Field to take them on. I'm going to go with the Packers in this game. Part of the reason is Jared Goff and his thumb after having surgery just days ago. Now, he came in for John Wolford when he got sent to the hospital in their game against the Seahawks in the wild card round, and he played admirably. However, I'm not sure how well he's going to be able to grip the football at Lambeau Field in the cold and maybe in weather. He has small hands. He already can't really hold it with his thumb. And believe it or not, Jared Goff has barely ever played in the cold. Even late in the season, a lot of their games have been in warmer climates, domes, or in Los Angeles. I'm not convinced he's going to be able to go to Lambeau Field and be effective. And despite the fact that the Packers defense can be touch and go at times, I'm not sure the Rams are going to be able to take advantage of it. Now, the Rams have the talent on defense to slow down the Packers. They do. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey have a lot of playmakers, and those were really the reasons. Those guys are the reason that they're able to beat the Seattle Seahawks. However, I think the Packers in their scheme is a little bit more advanced than the Seahawks, and I think ultimately Matt LaFleur and NFL should be MVP Aaron Rodgers are able to get it done. The second game on Saturday is the Ravens at the Bills. I'm actually going to take the Ravens. They're 6-0 in their last 6 games ever since losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and their running game has really gotten going since then. They showed a lot of resolve in their win over the Tennessee Titans in Wild Card Weekend, and I think they're one of the few defenses in the NFL that actually has the talent to slow down the Bills' passing game. Marlon Humphrey at corner, Marcus Peters at corner are 2 lockdown defensive backs, and they are one of the few cornerback tandems that can stop a Stephon Diggs and a John Brown and a Cole Beasley. And with the Bills' ineffective running game right now, as far as handing it off to their running backs go, I'm not sure we're going to see the typical 30 points put up by the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be a lot tougher to score on the Ravens' defense. And I think the Ravens offense can, one, control the clock with their running game, and Lamar Jackson's playing really, really good football, especially down the stretch of the season. Going to go with the Ravens. I think it's going to be a tight one. It's probably going to be cold. It's going to be a great game. The Bills are a quality team, and I would not be surprised to see them even advance to the Super Bowl. But ultimately, this game, I'm going to pick the Baltimore Ravens. Looking on Sunday, we have the Cleveland Browns at the Kansas City Chiefs. Going to go with the #1 seed Chiefs here with the favorite. It's going to be interesting to see how they defend the Cleveland Browns running game, obviously with running backs Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. The Browns running game is very effective. They also have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, if not the best offensive line in the NFL. And the Chiefs have a really mediocre run defense. They finished I think they're 17th or 19th in the league in yards per attempt against, and maybe 19th in the league in yards allowed. Not just an average run defense. And part of that is because they are one of the heaviest use of the dime package on defense. So they play with 6 defensive backs a lot of the time. So they're willing to give up those running plays to stop any explosive pass plays. So I think the Browns are going to be able to run the football effectively against the Chiefs, but I don't know how the Browns defense stops the Chiefs offense. We've seen them give up 35 points to the Titans in recent weeks. They gave up 47 or 49 points to the Ravens. They just gave up over 30 points to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we know the Chiefs, coming off a bye week with an extra week to prepare, and with Patrick Mahomes and all those weapons, they're going to score. If the Browns can control the clock, limit possessions, and convert in the red zone, they'll have a chance. But ultimately, I think the Chiefs and their execution and their explosiveness on offense eventually gets it done. Finally, the Bucs are traveling to the Saints, going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Since their bye week, they've played in 5 games. They're averaging 30 points per game in those 5 games. they're just humming on offense. They just scored 31 points against the Washington football team's defense, one of the best defenses in football, and they scored 31 despite missing an extra point, going for 2 and not converting that, and really just kind of average execution in the red zone. We have seen in the last 5 weeks the Bucs B+ offense, and it's been the best offense in football. Just waiting for the day that they actually click, put it all together, and hang 50 on somebody might not happen because the Saints defense is very good, as well as their offense, but the offense didn't look that impressive in their game against the Chicago Bears. Tough defense, obviously a really good front seven in Chicago, but their execution was just lacking offensively, and I'm not convinced that they're going to be able to outscore the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs have just an array of weapons right now that are giving defenses problems because everybody is really healthy and playing at a high level. Mike Evans is playing through injury, but still playing at a high level. But between Evans, Godwin, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, those are kind of the top 4, and it's just leaving openings for the guys beyond them, like a Cameron Brate and like a Scotty Miller and like all their running backs who are just all those type of players are producing at such a high level right now because defenses have to account for those elite targets on the outside and Gronk in the middle and Antonio Brown moving him all around. I'm not sure there's a defense in the NFL that can really compete with them at the moment. Offense is going to have to outscore them in a shootout, and I'm not sure the Saints are suited to do that right now. I do believe the winner of that game, the Bucs Saints, represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. I think both teams will beat the Packers if the Packers ultimately beat the Rams, or they would beat the Rams if the Rams ultimately beat the Packers. So the winner of that game is going to the Super Bowl. Put that in ink. But those are my picks. Hoping to go 4-0 after a 5-1 wild card weekend. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your picks are in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.